Last time on Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep, the gang and I took on a job which took us on an adventure to discover a long-forgotten hospital housing the reanimated corpses of the recently deceased. The kindly old woman tending to them was sent on her way due to some interesting trickery from us, and we dispatched of the unresting souls.
Adventure waits on every roll, fighting for our mortal souls through mountains high and dungeons deep, to dragons dream of Scorched sheep. To dragons dream of Scorched
Welcome everyone to Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep. As usual, my name is Gadget and I will be your DM for the evening. And joining me are Candy, playing Capri Smitty.
Oh.
Oodles, playing Treble O'Clef.
Hello.
Stig, playing Stigveld.
Yo.
And Biggie, playing Calbo Greymerkin.
Hey.
Just as you heard in the intro there, in our previous episode, our group found themselves displaced, possibly fugitives, on the run, completely and utterly broke, so they had to do a job. So they took a job that was offered to them by a local banker, who sent the group to look for her missing husband. Well, her missing husband's corpse because he'd been dug up from his grave. They found a small hospital run by Sister Natalia, who was a cleric who had kind of lost a marble slightly and was resurrecting the dead and treating them as the sick. The group used a bit of conversational trickery to send her on her way, and then they killed all of her patients. And then, upon returning back to the banker, Treble might have lied to her.
No.
Might have.
Might.
There is no might about it.
He's a little bugger, isn't he?
He's a real bugger, isn't
He didn't even need to lie to her. Could have just said, "This is what's happened. We put the body back. I'm keeping the ring."
I don't like him. He's a dickhead.
Anyway, so you join us back. You've literally just walked out of Isabelle's house. It is just after lunchtime, kind of middle of the day. The town's in a bit of swing. And effectively, the day is your own. So, as a group, what do you want to do?
I suggest we stock up on some potions and supplies.
I don't think we have a lot of money there, dear.
I need a rest. I did take a blow.
I think somebody has a ring they can sell.
No, this is my ring. I'm going to get it checked out at some point.
Okay, well, do you want to start off, Treble, to see if you can actually work out what it is for yourself?
Yes, of course.
So if you could roll for me, we're going to do this kind of in a two-stage thing.
Yeah.
We're going to just roll a general investigation check to see if you can work out what the ring itself is.
Like Frodo looking at it, like.
Yeah, a little bit. Your eyes suddenly go very blue and the camera focuses in really tight on you.
And my hair decides to be dark and curly.
And that beautiful score comes in.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we've got Howard Shaw in the cupboard. He's getting ready.
Okay. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
9. Looks like a ring to you.
Yeah, it's just a ring there. Okay.
Okay, so you can also try and roll an Arcana check if you want, but because you can't really work out if the ring is magic or not,
I think it'd be pointless.
Yeah, it would be pointless. So you're going to have to get it effectively appraised by somebody.
Okay.
So
I think we should get this ring appraised.
Nice looking ring you have there.
Thank you, dear.
Calbo says that down the red light district every weekend. So if you look at the map, you are at the very top of it, just outside of Isabelle's quite large house. You are free to kind of explore the town as you want. There are things to do, people to see, places you can go. So you make a choice where you would like to go.
Well, I don't know about you chaps, but I'm going to the market to see if I can get this ring appraised. You may join me if you'd like.
I want to find the nearest inn. I need a rest and a drink.
I shall go with the little one.
So be it.
I'm here for the drink, so I'm going to go with Calbo.
Good choice.
Oh, great. Episode 3 and you're splitting up the party already. Right. Okay. So,
Let them go drink. They're just going to go get pissed. We'll join them.
Yeah.
We'll join up with them.
Right. Okay, so we'll say that Calbo and Capri head off to the inn where you teleported into this place in the first place in the last episode.
I imagine they don't even sit with each other in the bar and stuff like that. They're not friendly enough.
That may well be the case, but we're going to let them go and do their thing right now.
Excellent.
Where have we gone on the map?
You have gone
to the pub.
You've gone to the pub on the very far west of the map, overlooking the sea.
Cool.
It's a pub with a view. It's got a terrace outside where you can look over the ocean. It's quite a lovely place considering the general detritus of this town. Because it's not. Remember, this is not a very wealthy town. Like Isabelle, who you took that job from in the last episode, she's about the wealthiest person here.
Do they take Amex?
Oh,
Yes, but only if you've got a black. So if Treble and Stigveld head towards the market, and you head there, and there's about 15 or so different traders, and none of them look particularly interesting to you. You know, there's ones just kind of selling food, baked goods, general wares, fabrics, that kind of thing. There are three though that kind of pique your interest, and that would be there is an armorer, there is a magic shop, and there is a general stall. So you can choose which of those that you wish to approach.
Right, big guy. Before we go approach one of these stalls, I'm just going to attempt to steal one of these lovely...
No.
What? What?
Not yet. Wait.
Okay. Let's check the magic.
The
magic booth.
We may need to buy something from here and be in good favor.
Okay.
So you head towards one of the stalls that there's no one at it, but there's a wealth of kind of potions and objects and things that look very confusing, gems, spell books, that kind of thing. And there's a kind of a small leather bag in the middle of it that's just kind of sitting open. But there is no one here.
Hello. Is there anyone here? Hello there.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, you, good sir.
Hold on. And you hear a bit of a rustling. And Stigveld, can you roll me a dex check, please?
Is this on a 20?
Yeah.
19.
Fucking perfect. The bag in the middle of the table starts to shake ever so slightly. And you hear a kind of sound come from it. And all of a sudden, a grappling hook flies out of it, and Stigveld reaches up and catches it. So, just hold on to that! And he feels the rope get taut, and you see a small lizard man's head appear out of the bag.
Oh dear.
And do you mind giving us a lift? Could you just pull me out?
I guess I could.
And so he pulls out, and the small lizard man, he's wearing a red kind of velvet tunic, and pulls him out of the bag. The bag itself is not very big. The bag, it looks like a large coin purse, and he just pulls him straight out of it as if it was a bottomless bag. And he kind of falls to the ground, and he gets up and kind of brushes the mud off. Says, thank you for that one. Thank you. You should never mess around in front of a bag of holding. Very easy to fall in. And especially if you drop your sandwich in there. Still can't get it out.
Oh dear, not another lizard person.
How dare you, sir?
Ugh. Hello, good sir.
My name is Gnarth.
Hello, Gnarth.
I'm the magic seller here. You look over him, he's got kind of like shiny black scales, kind of piercing cyan blue eyes, and he's got kind of like gold adornments across the kind of crest over his head. He kind of fidgets a little bit. He looks a little bit unsure of himself, but it's not the kind of unsure of himself like he's got something to hide. It's more that he's not around other lizard people, so he's a little bit uncomfortable. And he kind of looks up and says, "So, welcome to my store. What can I do for you?"
Gnarth, are you privy to the intricacies of jewellery, fine jewellery?
Why, yes. I deal with it a lot. Would you like to buy something?
I'd like... one second, Gnarth. Stigveld, do you mind holding on to this lizard while we give him the ring so he doesn't run off with it?
Yes, certainly.
Excellent. Don't panic, Mr. Lizard.
So Stigveld kind of grabs onto the tunic and just kind of lifts him up a little bit, like Arnie lifting up the baby in Terminator 2.
Yes. Not that high, please.
His arms and legs are kind of swinging. What's going on here? Put me down, how dare you?
Now calm down. I want you to look at this ring. See if you can appraise it for us.
I suggest that you appraise it correctly.
Roll an intimidation check, Stigveld.
Does he need to? He's about 12 foot tall. To the lizard.
16.
16, he's just kind of like, fine, I'm in the ring.
Hold out your dry, scaly hand.
So he holds out his hand and he beckons you to hand it to him.
There you go.
Okay, so Treble, roll me a d20, because you still need to do the second roll to determine what this actually is.
18.
He kind of like peers at it. He kind of puts it in his mouth and then spits it back in his hand, and he kind of rolls around in his head. Oh.
Disgusting.
Oh, this is very interesting. Never seen something like this in this area. One might say this is legendary.
What?
He looks up and down, and he kind of rubs his thumb over the text and over the inscription of Isabelle's name in the middle of it, and he kind of whispers to it, and the text glows and then disappears and flattens so that the inscription disappears by itself, and replaced is a set of musical notes.
Oh my!
Yes. Oh, I've seen rings like this before. These are used by con men.
What?
And he hands it back to you. He says, "Whoever had this before was doing something with music, but it was something. He clearly was not a musical person, but wanted to be musical for whatever he was doing. I have seen rings like this before. So, Treble, this is a +50. This is a legendary magical ring. This ring is made of adamantine and is unusually heavy. It thrums with energy. The ring grants. I fucking hate that you rolled above 15 on this one. The ring grants +9 bonus to musical instrument rolls and a +2 to dexterity saving throws."
Nice.
Oh, I no longer want to sell this at Stigveld. If we can agree on a little pact here, may we keep this ring for a little while longer, and eventually we will sell it, and we can split the profits between me and you? Come on, big boy.
I do need the currency.
There you go.
I would let it slide for now, but I'm keeping an eye on you still.
Excellent. I'll keep it on my pinky finger for now.
Okay, so before you can have the effects of this ring, you need to attune it, which you'll do at your next rest. Okay?
Excellent.
So think of it like Dark Souls. You need to rest at a bonfire to attune magic. Same principle.
Quick question. We have our backpacks, right? But all the food in them is shit, so we need to get some food if we want to go places.
Yeah, you will do.
But all of our, rope, torch, everything, bedroll, that was fine, right?
All that stuff's fine. All that's
fine.
Non-perishables, yeah.
Okay.
Right, I've done my business now, Giants.
If we're done here, I suggest we go and take a look at some of the rations. See how much they cost.
Wait, big one. Gnarth says to Stigveld. You look like a man who knows how to do things.
I know how to do many things.
Okay.
I can tie my own shoelaces.
So there's a very flirtatious conversation going on here.
You pipe down, you.
So Gnarth looks at you, and as you kind of slowly put him down to the ground, says, "I might have a job for you. You look like you can handle yourself in a little bit of a fight and don't mind getting your hands dirty."
I fought many men, many giants, all of them fallen before me.
Excellent. Hear me out on this one. So, I like to gamble, and I might owe some money to some people in Fixer. Money I very much don't have. And he kind of very nervously kind of taps his little webbed hands together. The guildmaster at the Thieves Guild in Fixer has kind of given me an alternative to payment. He's a fan of the performing arts, you see. And and he invests heavily in a circus that operates across Welbeck and Moran for much of the year. He lost his prize performer recently, and he's told me that he would wipe off my debts if I could get him a replacement.
He wants you to be a clown.
Unfortunately, as you can see, I am a lizard of rather small stature, and I am not strong enough to get what is required. Could I possibly offer you a legendary weapon in return for you doing this? And he kind of looks up at you very hopefully, like his blue eyes kind of sparkling a little, and almost like Puss in Boots kind of staring up at you in hope that you would do something for him.
What is the weapon?
Well, you see, and he looks up on the table and he has his kind of scrolls and he pulls off a scroll and he just kind of shows it to you and then closes it again, assuming that you can't speed read. And it's basically, and he says to you, so this scroll will let me kind of transmogrify any existing weapon into a legendary weapon, and kind of like an upgrade thing. Can do it with one thing. So what I was proposing was, like, these are incredibly valuable, but I could use this on whatever weapon you bring me, and it would give you like legendary properties.
What do you think, little one?
Hey, I like to gamble as much as the next man. Do it. You got a lizard in your throat there.
I will do the job, but you will give me that bag you came out of as well.
Whoa.
Oh, roll a persuasion check.
Uh-oh.
What's my persuasion? That's perception, damn it. My persuasion's mine. I thought I was like, +3. It's like, no, my persuasion's -1, so I need to roll a good one here.
Yeah, you do.
2. So 1!
And he just kind of looks at me. Are you mad? Are you?
Lizard, may I have that bag?
Well, yes, if you have 1,000 gold on you.
What if I could convince you by rolling a die?
Breaking the fourth wall here.
I just spit drink on myself.
I tell you what, if you can roll me a natural 20, he'll consider it.
Ah, okay. Come on, baby. No, I'm not even going to tell you what it was, but it wasn't a natural 20.
And he just kind of like stares you down. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of stares. It's such a stare down. It's like a stare through you.
I just walk away and start packing my pipe to smoke.
Right.
So,
Fine. I will do the job.
So he
But
thank you.
if you betray me in any way, I will rip your arms from your sockets.
You know they can grow back, don't you?
What? And he
You'll keep doing it.
He looks up at Stigville. He's like, why would I betray you? You're doing me a favor to stop me from being stabbed.
Because you don't seem like a very honest man. You are in debt, and you are asking the service of other people.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't catch a chimera by myself.
Oh, fuck's sake.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
And he hands you a piece of paper with a map marking off where a chimera has been seen, and it's north of Almeida. It's in the forest, in the woods, just past a town called Valhalla rather, which is just north. So it's like not in the local area. It's something that you can go on your travels to sort out.
I've beaten chimeras before. In fact, I beat 2 of them. You weren't there.
And Ganarth is just like, thank you, sir, thank you so much. You've saved my life. And he's kind of like practically kissing at your feet. And then he kind of scuttles back to his table and he says, would you like to buy anything? Is there anything I can help you with? Like, otherwise, like,
do you sell bread?
No, this is a magic shop.
Magical bread?
How much are your healing potions?
We have what do we have? I've got a list of things that he has here. So I can do a potion of healing for 50 gold, or a elixir of health for 100 gold.
You can heal, can't you, Oodles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's get some food. Let's leave this.
I only
guy.
have 167 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you can.
Bye, lizard.
Bye. I hope to see you soon.
Let's go back to the others. Although they might be unhappy that we didn't get them anything.
We're not telling them.
Do you want to check out either the general store or the armorer?
I don't think I need the armorer. I'm out of character now. I think
I don't have any money.
we should still take the. How much money have you got? I don't think I've got anything.
You've got now because we split the money between us. How much? Actually,
still think-
how much was that last job? 500, wasn't it?
It was 500 split between the
Yeah,
three.
but I picked the ring, didn't I? So
Yeah.
I think, just out of character here, I want to try something. So just follow my lead. Just follow my lead.
Okay.
Right, Giant. Let's just go to the general store. Do you mind waiting outside for a second?
The general store. I'm calling it a general store. It's a market tent.
Okay, will you just stay there for a second and don't follow me?
Stigveld just stands there, rolls his eyes, and just waits.
Here, Giant, try some of this. I give him my pipe and he's just puffing away.
I do not puff at this. Go away. It numbs the
Right,
senses.
So, to the general store, please.
Okay, so you walk up to the general store and you see about average height, green-skinned female. She's got kind of long, straight blonde hair that's been kind of chemically or magically dyed. You can't work it out, but it's clearly not a natural hair color. And it's above the store. It's got a Rezzo's store. Rezto's store written above it.
Hello there.
Hello.
Oh.
She smiles and she's got the most enormous teeth you've ever seen.
Oh, what a beautiful clerk you are.
Oh, thank you.
What do you sell here?
A little bit of everything. What do you need?
Do you sell fresh food?
No, not fresh food. That you would want to go to the bakers down there, but we sell traveling rations and cured meats and dried
rations.
meats and stuff like that.
Rations, you say? So, you see those at the very top shelf there behind you?
Yes.
Could you reach them down for me a second?
But they're poison vials. Why would you asking about food?
Could you just reach them for me, please?
Okay.
And so she
As she's doing that, I start stealing rations.
sleight of hand check.
Yep. Okay.
I have a +2 on sleight of hand. I should have come with you.
17.
17. Okay, you get 3 days worth of rations. Before she turns around, she places like 3 glowing green vials in front of you.
There you go. Poison. They're 100 gold each.
It's too expensive. Goodbye.
What?
I've gone.
Okay. And she picks them up and puts them back on the shelf.
Right, Giant, let's go back. By the way, look inside my little bag.
By the way, that's 3 days worth of rations for one person.
Well, I'll give Stig one of them. I'll give Stigveld one of them.
Okay. So
I do not approve of your methods, but
You don't know my methods.
I need this.
You weren't there.
No stealing. I know you stole these. I'm not stupid.
I charmed them.
Okay, so you head back to the beaten drum. So moving over to Capri and Calbo, who are sat in the kind of southeastern corner of the beaten drum. It is as generic a fantasy tavern as you can think of. It's wooden beams, limestone walls. There's about 5 or 6 tables throughout it, a long bar, and a kind of like a little stage area in the back, which is where you saw Alice playing her violin when you came down earlier that morning. Currently, she's not there. There's a couple of barflies kind of just hanging around in the corner, and a dwarf at the bar stood on a stool talking to a kind of middle-aged human barman.
Do you fancy a drink, little one?
Oh, yes. I'd like a vodka, please.
What is vodka?
Well, trust me, vodka's in D&D.
You hope. So Treble and Stigveld just kind of like bool into the bar, not noticing that they've walked straight past Capri and Calbo.
Don't mind us.
Oh, hello there.
Where have you been?
Have we got a drink yet?
No, you've literally just walked in.
All right, okay.
We walked straight past them.
So Candy and Biggie are sat in the corner. They have a pint each. They come in pints.
If you're going to the bar, I'll have another.
Come on, let's go get our drink and come sit back down.
Very well.
So we wander over to the bar.
Yeah. So you wander over to the bar, and the barman, he's just wearing kind of like a white work shirt that's dulled with age. He's got a bit of a scraggly beard, and he's starting to lose his hair, and he's just all right, Squire.
Hello.
Hello there.
Barkeep. I require.
Oh wow.
I require 3 meads and a vodka.
That's right.
Oh, we don't sell vodka.
Oh, for God's sake. Do you sell any spirits?
And he's kind of looks there. He's thinking like, this is not the kind of place of high society. Like spirits are not a thing here. We have ale and we have wine.
I'll have a wine, please. Red?
Make it a little one.
So he puts a small pitcher of wine down, and he puts 3 ales down, and he says, hang on, let me work this out because I actually have costs for this one. He says that'll be 10 silver pieces.
What if I told you a riddle? Could you lower that price for us weary adventurers?
It's like travelling with Del Boy.
He just kind of looks at him. No, I've got to make a living.
How many...
What about a persuasion check?
Hang on. I only have gold.
Well, so silver pieces are like a denomination of gold. Like it's copper, silver, gold.
1 gold is 10 silver pieces. Okay, so 1 gold.
So you put 1 gold down. He kind of takes it from you. All right then, and he kind of like pushes the drinks towards you. The dwarf that's kind of hanging on the edge of the bar just kind of looks treble up and down. goes back to his very deep tankard.
You're a riddle to me.
Something the matter? Talk to the dwarf.
Oh, so the dwarf says, he's rude.
No.
You're disgusting.
He's rude. He is disgusting, but you are rude. Come on, let's go.
The dwarf kind of looks Stigveld up now and goes, and gives him kind of like a surly nod and goes back to his drink. Like there's an understanding there.
God, I miss the city.
Keeping a low profile as always, then.
Hello there.
What'd you get for that ring, then?
It's still currently being appraised. It could be a few days. I do apologise.
Is that right?
Roll a deception check on that one, and Candy, roll a deception. Roll like a wisdom saving throw against that. Whoever gets higher wins.
I could send you a picture. I've just got a 20.
7.
Okay.
Yeah!
Okay, so Capri believes the lie.
Stigveld just sat there with his pint in his mouth, just looking.
I mean, it is on my little finger, but I've got gloves on, so she can't see it.
You seem a little protective of the ring.
I don't have the ring. It's being appraised. I've just told you. Plough ears.
Deception, wisdom, come on. You're going to keep lying to each other. You're going to have to keep rolling against each other.
19.
15.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. Okay, so Calbo.
God, I'm good.
Calbo believes the lie, but he's not 100% sure he should. He's a little bit suspicious about it.
Even when you roll good, Biggie, you can't win.
I know. I'll be keeping an eye on you, little one.
I'm gonna set a second camera up on my dice just so you believe me. I'm just so lucky.
So as you're kind of sitting there drinking, a couple of people come into the bar, and they order their drinks, and you kind of overhearing the kind of as the conversation goes, the barrels are tapped out, and the dwarf of the corner says, all right, okay, I'll go fetch another one, and he kind of hops down from his stool and he kind of stomps out.
I love that he's on a stool.
Well, how else is he going to get up to the bar? He's only 3.5 foot tall.
It's so good.
And a little bit of time passes, and I assume kind of the conversation flows and all that. And the the door flies open, and the dwarf runs back in. It's gone! It's all gone! It's all gone!
Oh dear.
It's all gone.
The beer!
No!
Barkeep, has the wine gone?
And the barkeep looks at you and says, "That's not important right now."
It is to me.
To me.
How can I serve my customers if all we have is wine? They're all working men. They don't drink wine.
Tell us what happened.
So the dwarf comes over to you, and now that you actually kind of sit and look at him, he's got a very large kind of grey beard with lots of kind of rings and adornments throughout it. He's wearing kind of a leather tunic and kind of workman's boots and that kind of thing. He's kind of stomping around and says, "I don't know. I went down to the cellar and it's all gone. I don't know how. There's only one door in and out. Everything's just gone."
We need to investigate this at once. Come on.
Oh, we can't have 5 minutes, can we?
So he looks at he looks at you, Capri, and goes, "Well, you'd help me."
Absolutely. In the blink of an eye, where beer is concerned, I'm all in.
Bless you, dear, bless you. And Proserpine transforms from a cup that was on the table back into a cat and hops on your shoulder. Because we can't forget that Proserpine's always around.
Yeah.
And so he takes your hand, Capri, and he shakes. He goes, Thank you so much. My name's Fari Wyvernflare."
Yes, enough. Let's go.
So you run out of the tavern, still holding his hand, dragging him behind you, and you head basically next door to the brewery. And he opens up the door. You walk in. You walk past kind of the usual kind of what you expect, barrels and stills and all that of stuff that is currently fermenting. And he leads you into the cellar where they keep the barrels that are ready to be dispatched to wherever. And true as his word, you walk in and it is dead empty. It is a huge room, about 100 feet by 50 feet. Nothing, not a thing. Everything is stone walls. There's only one set of stairs in and out. There is not a thing in there. Not even evidence
looks like
that
prohibition has
something
kicked in.
So,
Dwarf, tell me, how many barrels did you have here?
200 easy. We just sent out a shipment down to Fixer, but there was still lots here because the Beaten Drum owner, he was waiting for about 30 barrels for the next week or so, and we had people all the way up in Theston. We had deliveries all up the west coast, and now I can't fill any of them. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Calm down, man.
When were you last in this brewery?
And he kind of sits and he thinks, I was in here this morning and it was full, and I've been out doing deliveries, and I went to the Beaten Drum for lunch, and then nothing. It's all gone. And he's kind of pacing back and forth, and he's panicking, and he's kind of sweating a little bit, and he's very unhappy with it. If everyone could roll me an investigation check, and a perception check.
Robbery in the day.
Oh, 19.
Natural 1.
13 plus 1, 14.
I get +3, but I rolled a 1, so...
Oh, -1, 18, sorry. I must get used to that.
So Stigveld is really struggling with the dim light in here. Because he's a dwarf, he has dark vision, so there are no kind of torches or anything here. It is very dark down here, and Stigveld's very much struggling with that. But Calbo sniffs, and the scent isn't right.
Sniff, Calbo. Perfect.
Something doesn't smell right here.
So Calbo, you would expect the smell of a beer cellar.
Yep.
You would expect the smell of the wood, the kind of the hops, and the kind of the general mustiness that comes with a lot of fluid being stored underground. But you can also smell the sea, and you can also, as you kind of walk around, you can kind of feel the breeze across your scales.
So this is quite some feat. 200 barrels gone in a morning.
Yeah, it would be quite a feat to do it on a normal workday.
I agree.
I smell, I'm getting the smell of the sea here. Something is very odd here. Can I do an Arcana check?
Yes, you can do an Arcana check.
Ooh, someone senses magic.
Ooh, 19. What is that? -1 is 18.
Okay, you sense something is wrong with the back wall of the cellar, and as you approach it and you place your hand on it, and your hand just passes through.
Oh.
Ooh.
And if you step through, you find yourself in a tunnel.
Bloody tunnels again.
Gobbo, where did you go?
Where's he gone?
Am I stepping back out again or staying there?
Yeah, you can step back and forth through it. What you found is an illusory wall.
Well, this is interesting. This is an illusionary wall.
You didn't have to whack it with your sword.
I'll punch through
You don't say.
So, how do you all react to that?
I saw you go through it. I have dark vision.
I've come to the conclusion that these kind of things keep happening to us, so we may as well plod on and go through it.
And so, so Farry says, "Wait a minute," and he runs back upstairs, and he comes back down about 5 minutes later with leather armor, carrying a battle axe.
You can never be too careful.
So the five of you walk through. Proserpine is sat on Capri's shoulder, and his fur's all poofed up, like he knows something ain't right here.
It's you! Oh, darn cat.
There is a faint sound of a cat laughing as the sneeze
Every time.
as the sneeze echoes down the cavernway. So as you walk through, there is nothing really much of a feature in here. It's a rough-hewn cavern. It looks like it was dug a very long time ago. The walls are kind of chipped away at stone, like it was done with hand tools, as opposed to being done by any kind of industrial or magical force. And there's kind of a vague kind of moistness to the air and to the area.
Oh, you said the word moist.
How dark is it? Can we see, or do we need our torches?
You would need your torches, apart from Capri and Farry, who have dark vision.
Okay.
Well, I've got my torches out then.
Keep your wits about you. Get your torches out.
So,
Okay.
does anybody want to roll a perception check?
I've got +3 perception, so I'll do that.
Go for it.
That's a 11 +3, so 14.
14. So as you walk through, you aim your torch down and you kind of spot a small sling with a rock in it. And a little bit
It's David! Ah!
And also a little bit further down, you see a small dagger that's been dropped in the process. You also see the scuff marks that show that the barrels have been dragged through here, as opposed to being like put onto a cart or anything.
Stigveld, may I hold onto that dagger for a second?
The one, hang on. The one on the floor, sorry.
Yes.
I thought he was talking about mine then. I was like,
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, took it.
Thank you. I now have a dagger.
Okay,
Can I
so
check something quickly?
Yeah, sure.
When they went to the market and Capri and I stopped at the pub, does that count as a short rest?
You're obsessed with this rest.
Well, I'm 16
I'm
out
still,
of 21.
Yeah, I'm still on 27 out of 32 health. So, but
Okay, so
I don't know if it makes a difference or not. That's all.
I would say not in this instance, because you didn't say you were having a short rest.
And we didn't finish his drinks either.
Yeah, and generally a short rest would be more than an hour's worth of rest, and it didn't take them an hour to
Right.
steal from that poor merchant. So as you kind of walk a little bit further, can someone other than Stigveld roll a perception check?
I'll do it. I've got a +2. What have you got?
You go for it. I've got 0.
Oh, there you go. 17.
17.
+2.
You are walking forward first, and you kind of put your hands out and stop everybody.
Stop. Everybody stop.
And you point up, and you see that there is a barbed trap set in the ceiling.
Ooh.
With
You know what happens when barbs...
with a tripwire leading down the wall and onto the floor.
Look at this. Look. Giant, stop moving a second. Barbed traps.
And
Let's,
if someone would like to roll a history check first.
I'll do it.
Ooh.
yeah, but nothing.
11 plus 1, -1, 10.
10. You have seen a trap like this before, and you've definitely encountered the creature that the kind of creature that would set it, but you can't really remember exactly what it is. But you know they're not very strong, which is why they set traps.
I've seen this trap before. You need to be careful. I can't remember what sets it, but just watch yourself.
Okay, I'll try to disarm it.
Okay, roll a just roll me. Actually, roll me a straight dexterity check.
Okay. What is my dex? 1 second, I don't know if I rolled the right dice. Is it D20?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is 13 plus 4.
13 plus 4. You disarm it, but accidentally trigger it in the process, but it doesn't affect anything. It just like swings in front of you and embeds in the other wall. So you kind of set it off, but disarm it at the same time.
That'll do.
Watch yourself, little man.
Thank you.
As you push on further, and Fari's kind of getting annoyed because this tunnel goes much further than any of you would have expected, and he starts leading on to, where is it? Where's my beer? And he leads you out, and you can start smelling the sea more effectively. Like
you can hear the seagulls and stuff.
No, you can't hear seagulls, but you can hear the sloshing of water.
Ah.
And you come out in a cave at the very bottom with a wall to your left. And right in front of you are a load of barrels. And he runs straight up, my beer, oh God, my livelihood. And he's checking over the barrels. None of them are damaged. None of them have been opened.
Excellent.
The wall to your left is about 8 foot tall. You can't quite see it. But if you advance a little bit further up to the north, you'll see there are a set of stairs. So, before you continue, What?
The wall is 8 foot tall, yeah?
You can see over an 8 foot tall.
I'm not 8 foot. I'm not 8 foot tall, but I can hold up the little man who can look over the wall
Precisely.
and have a look to see what's there.
All right, if you want to do that, you are very welcome to. But Treble will have to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Treble, come here. We're going to look over this wall and see what's up there.
Hang on a second. It's picking me up.
Picked him up.
Please use him like a periscope.
Yep.
Just put his eyes to his
This
arse.
move is called
I'm
periscope.
just looking through the bottom of his heels like this.
Okay. Calm down. 16 plus... Oh, where's my sneaking?
Down the bottom. Second bottom.
Down.
You get +5, and with that...
+5, yeah.
21.
Okay, so with your 21, you will not be spotted when you peer over the wall and you see a smuggler's cove.
Oh!
And so there is a ship set up in a very ramshackle, put together dock. It looks like it's been here. Like the dock itself looks like it's been here a lot longer than the ship has existed.
Do I have to explain to everyone what I can see now, don't I?
Yeah, I'll explain it to you, and we'll assume that you relay that down to them. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kobolds, which are small lizard creatures. They're about, hang on, where's the description on D&D Beyond? They're craven reptilian humanoids that commonly infest dungeons. They're
Gross.
not particularly strong. They are considered a small humanoid, lawful evil. And they are very weak. In the middle of it all, though, there is a dragonborn with white scales, and he's ordering them around. He's basically directing them, and they are using the two kind of very old-looking, very ramshackle cranes to load beer barrels onto the ship. And Fari is furious at this. How dare they take my beer? And he goes running towards the stairs.
Wait there. They're brigands.
Do you recognize any of them?
Well, he can't see over, can he?
No. There's a lot there. There's some little goblin lizardy things, and there's someone that looks a little bit like you, Dragon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Describe him.
So
He looks like a dragon.
So I don't have his character sheet open. That's really annoying of me. 2 seconds. I had everyone else's character sheets out, including characters that you have skipped, but I didn't have this guy's.
We can go back to the market, don't you worry.
I'm not.
I want to check the armory out.
So he has kind of whitish scales, crested head. He's got kind of darkish eyes. I made a mistake on there from what I wrote. He is about as tall as Calbo at about kind of 6'3". For a dragonborn, he has what would be considered kind of like an attractive face. It's kind of like a very slightly rounded, not as
Sexy dragon.
Well, sort of not as a severe face as many dragonborn that you would have seen. And he is wearing a set of studded leather armor, with kind of silver adornments across it. It's not the most expensive looking armor you've seen, but you can tell he spent money on it. And he's carrying a longbow with him.
Right, team. What do you suggest we do? Now, I'm not asking you straight away, Stigveld. I'm asking the others.
How about we stealthily take out the little guys, throw them over the side, and then take on the big one?
That sounds like a plan.
Sorry, I'm out of character. Do kobolds know how to swim?
You would assume not.
Excellent.
Sorry, just before I interrupted you, before I put you over the wall, I interrupted Gadget, and he was about to tell us something.
Was I about to tell you something? I can't remember.
Just before you do this, and then I interrupted you, so I wondered if it was important.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to say just before you do this, I was going to ask you all to roll perception and investigation checks, which you've effectively done anyway.
Oh yeah, smashed it anyway.
Basically, I wanted to give you an opportunity to roll to find out what you were going to do.
Always cutting corners. I love it. Right.
Okay, so
back in character. I'm going to say that's a great idea, there, Demon Girl.
So just from Treble's investigation as well, you know that there are two archers. Three archers, rather.
Right.
So there is one sat at the. Why can't I do that? Because
it's one at the back of the ship.
So there's one at the front of the ship there.
Yep.
There's one at the back of the ship, and then you have the Dragonborn here who is carrying a bow.
Right. Oh yeah. So we don't want to be found then, do we? Sneaking about.
Is there anyone here that can use a crossbow other than Capri?
So I'll tell you, Fari is a fighter class character, so he doesn't have any ranged weapons. He has axes. Think of him as like a not quite as strong version of Stigveld.
Yeah. Okay. I do like the idea of seeing if we can stealthily do it. So, do you want to take the lead there, Demon Girl?
Yes, actually, I would like to use True Strike, which means
Okay.
Which means I can point a finger at a target in range, and my magic grants me a brief insight into the target's defenses.
Right.
Nice.
And I'd like to use that on the archer that is on the north edge of the.
What about the one that's facing us? If we go onto because if you look on the map, and if you're a patron, you can see this map. Yes. Do you like that?
Yeah.
You look on the map. We'd have to scale the stairs. There's no other way around. So the second we pop out, whoever's facing those stairs, we're doomed.
So stealthy, like.
Yeah, depends on your stealth rules. So, right. So your True Strike, Capri, what's the range on that?
30 foot.
30 foot. Okay. So who are you? So from where you are. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If you move, well, we'll move you here. Assume you're closer to the wall. So. Is it this archer here that you're looking at, the one on the bow of the boat? The stern of the boat?
Yeah, it's going to have to be, isn't it, if it's 30 foot?
Yeah, he's facing us as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, but remember, you're behind this, so this wall is higher than you are. So
sorry.
So he's kind of looking at the wall. He can't see or hear you.
He loves that wall.
I love that wall, mate. It's my favourite wall in the world.
Look at them bricks.
Look at them bricks. Classic. Right, okay, so... Well, we're not in combat, so what do you need to roll for True Strike, or does they need to do a save?
It doesn't actually tell me anything. It's for knowledge. It's not it's not an attack. It's just a cantrip.
Oh yeah. So it's a cast at will. Okay. So you want to know that his defenses. So what would you like to know?
I'd like to know how much armor he has and what his HP is.
So the kobold armor class, and actually to be fair, this applies to all of the kobolds here, is 12. And their hit points are 5, and their movement speed is 30 feet. They have strength. If you want the full character sheet, they have strength of 7, 15 dexterity, 9 constitution, 8 int, 7 wisdom, and 8 charisma. So they are very weak, but very fast.
So what happens with the dwarf? I take it you control him. He's nothing to do.
I'll be playing the dwarf. So far he's starting to get like very, very antsy. Come on, we can't let them get away with this.
And because we're not actually in combat yet, we haven't even got turn order, have we?
Yeah, no. So you hear kind of like the kobolds kind of shouting at each other and kind of cranes lifting things up and the sound of kind of wood creaking, and you can hear,
Come on, get them out there. We haven't got long. We need to get out of here today.
I suppose the way you have these characters looking on this map doesn't particularly necessarily mean that's where they're looking now.
Yeah, I've just kind of placed them.
I think
if you're rolling stealth checks, we would assume I would turn them around if you pass.
Yeah. Let's do a stealth roll then to try and take them out.
1 second though, I think we shouldn't we at least try and reason with them?
How many in total was it? 8.
9 if you include the Dragonborn.
The reason I say we should reason with them, no, it's because it's the first time we've ever had an advantage in a fight.
We lose that advantage if we just wander out there. Hello. Would you mind? We just stop doing that, please, and they'll just like attack us, and not these guys. These guys clearly aren't the type of like that are going to reason or we can talk around.
Never judge a book by its cover, but let's go with the majority.
What does everyone do? I think we should do stealth and try and like just go on, just take out. We don't even have to kill them. We could just knock them out.
Well, I could use minor illusion to create a sound on maybe somewhere southwest of the boat. So hopefully it'll distract them, take them all over to that corner, and that's an at-will one as well. That's just a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay. So
where is the stealth check? Where is that? Where's your stealth in this?
Stealth is a
yeah, I've got it.
So minor illusion has a range of 30 feet. So you would have
to get closer anyway.
Yeah. You would need to get closer or casted towards the very south of the map. But even then, it might not help you that much. But you can try it. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to try. It's a cantrip. You can fire it off as many as you want.
There's no cover there at all on the way there, is there? There's nothing.
So yeah, so you've got the wall up to like the point where you reach the stairs at the very north. And you have one guard who is currently covering the stairs.
Unless you want to do a whole Kojima thing and hide in the barrel and then slowly move forward.
I don't think that'd work.
That was my second idea.
I mean, you can try it. They're full of beer, though.
Well,
yes, perfect.
Let's get twatted and see if it works.
I think we go with Stig's idea. Stealth it up. Someone's just got to make the first move, guys.
Right.
Well, hang on a second. So Stiggy's quite strong, and I'm not too bad. Could we not pick up the barrel? Are we strong enough to chuck him?
Don't waste his beer.
We're here to
it's 1 or 2 barrels to take at least 1 or 2 of them out. That reduces the numbers down.
Yeah, but that's very loud. That's a very loud, like...
Stealth's gone.
The stealth. After let the other guys go.
Okay, so what I'll say is if you want to do that, I would let the two of you each basically roll an attack with the barrels. Based on... So Stigveld...
What's your Donkey Kong score?
Yeah, because of Stigveld's strength, he wouldn't roll it. He would just roll normally. Calbo's strength is much lower. Actually, no, Calbo has less of a bonus to it, so I would say Calbo would have to roll at disadvantage because he's not as burly, shall we say. He's a monk, not a weightlifter. You know. So if you wanted that, you can do that, and basically you would get 2 surprise attacks before we would go into initiative. If you wanted to do that.
What do you think, Stiggy?
I still think we should just take them out stealthily.
Say
bit by bit, and until we
I'll go with the majority
get
vote.
Noticed.
It was just an idea when I saw the barrel.
Okay, let's get back into character. Let's do this.
Okay.
Quick question before we carry on. Because I've got my armor back on with my like spiked arm and big long whatever, the metal and stuff. I've got a disadvantage on my stealth. It doesn't tell me what that actual disadvantage is.
You roll a disadvantage.
So you roll a disadvantage. So when you do a stealth check, you roll twice and you pick the lowest value.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just letting you know. I have to do that, or I have to strip.
Oh dear.
I could take it off. I'd lose 2 armor class, but I don't think that would really matter much in this situation.
No, it wouldn't. Okay, so who's making the first move then?
We need to roll, don't we?
Well, because we're not in initiative yet. So if you take much longer to decide, I'm going to have Farry run in and start hitting things. So need to
let's
decide
just roll. Let's roll for stealth. And we'll go like.
Do you know what? Just at the top of the stairs, is that someone there?
Yeah. We'll take him out first.
Yeah, right.
Can I go and take him out? Like, I'm going to take the initiative. Fuck it.
Okay,
I'm going to go and get him.
Okay, Treble. So roll a stealth.
Yeah. 17 plus
17
2,
plus
I think.
17 plus 5 because you get plus 5 on your stealth.
Fantastic.
Okay, so he doesn't see you coming, so we'll assume he's turning back there. Okay,
Yep.
so what do you want to do?
Slash his throat.
Okay, so now roll to attack to see if you hit him.
A minute ago, you wanted to bargain with him, and now you're just slashing throats.
We're taking too long.
Said you could have knocked him out.
15.
15, that hits, so roll your damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it might not be enough to actually kill him.
10.
10, yep, you literally just like kind of scuttle up the steps, knife on the throat, and he's down.
Yes!
Don't, now you've lost the stealth.
Got a kill.
Well, okay, so because that was in stealth, and no one's noticed, and we'll assume Treble hasn't shouted at the top of his voice.
No, that was me, out of character.
You still haven't been spotted yet. But basically now, anytime someone makes a move, because Treble is stood at the top of the stairs, he will have to he will have to roll stealth, because there are people now patrolling round. Right. So, who's going next?
Let me just take this armor off. It's too noisy.
Okay, so while you're all kind of disputing that, Farry's going, "Oh, come on, let's go."
Calm down.
Yes.
We are trying to do this as best as slowly and as quietly as we can.
Should we perhaps hide the body?
I pushed it in water anyway.
Okay, then.
Right,
slowly,
I'm gonna roll.
slowly.
I'm gonna roll now.
Okay, so you're rolling stealth, are you, Stigveld?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna sneak up to the other guy on the pier on that same side.
So this guy here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So roll your stealth.
That didn't flash them for me, but the guy basically right opposite us. Yeah, there. Oh, and don't fuck up. Otherwise, we're in the shit. Yes, 14 plus
Go on.
2,
Yes,
16.
Okay.
Yes.
So you get up to there. He hasn't noticed you. So now roll to attack.
Snap his neck.
Attack is D12, isn't it?
No, D10 to roll to hit.
D10.
Sorry, D20 to roll to hit.
10.
10.
Plus, do I get any one?
Nope.
No.
Hang on. So what were you hitting with there? Actually, you get plus 5 DC to all your hits. So yes, you rolled a 15.
Oh,
there.
yes.
So you hit him. So roll damage
Yes, I
on
do.
whatever attack you were doing.
Don't get your hammer out. It's too loud.
Yeah, but my dagger's like really shit. I only get like one.
Just use your hands and
1d4.
snap his neck.
No, my great axe is 1d12 plus 3, so I'm going with that.
Okay. Also, if he didn't unarmed strike, that wouldn't be enough to kill the kobold.
Yeah.
They have 5 HP and that does 4 damage.
Ah.
I'm telling you that because Capri worked it out.
Yes, she did.
So that is 5 plus 3, so 8.
Okay, so as the kobold turns to look at you, just sees this kind of wall of muscle in front of him, and before he can let the voice come out, his head is cleaved from his body, and ever so silently, and the body and the head just kind of slip into the water with a little bit of a wet splat.
And Stigveld turns around, gives Treble a good thumbs up.
And
Okay.
I give you one back.
Yeah.
So Treble, roll a stealth check because Stigveld's taken a move.
Yep. 19.
19, they don't spot you still.
I'm so good.
You're just dancing
So-
around the pier.
So Calbo or Capri, who's next?
Can I ask something? Where's the Dragonborn?
So the Dragonborn is towards the kind of the back of the boat, but he isn't looking in your general direction. So he hasn't noticed anything yet.
So what's the possibility? Because I can do a distance jump. So I'm just wondering if I can launch myself onto the boat if it goes well.
So what is the range of your distance jump?
It is.
Don't ruin this, for God's sake.
It's not very stealthy, is it?
Going bulldozing
Step
in.
of the wind. If I use a key point, bonus action. You can jump distance is doubled for the turn. So my jump distance is Where is jump?
Part of your acrobatics, wasn't it? Jumping.
That would be an
Plus
acrobatics.
3.
I would also bear in mind you only have 1 key point left. So do you want to use it on this?
Stop showing off.
I have I'll have 1 left after that, right?
No, you've used 2 out of your 3.
Have I?
Yeah,
When
so
did I use the other one?
you used two in the fight with the zombies because you did a flurry of blows twice.
Yeah, you did. You haven't rested, remember?
You could have a rest after this.
Yeah,
That'd
but
be
it
nice,
doesn't help him
wouldn't
now.
Yeah.
Very much limit
Okay.
his damage output, wouldn't it?
In that case, I guess it's too far to go all the way down. Oh, there's like here on the left. Yeah, I'm going to take the guy out on the bottom left, hopefully, nearest to the wall.
So the one on the south, yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll stealth.
What about the? Oh yeah, the guy that's looking at the wall won't see him if his stealth works.
Oh,
Yeah,
Biggie.
basically.
I've got 9 plus 1 is 10.
Oh, they spot you, mate. They
Oh no!
You get so everybody roll initiative.
You always ruin this.
Well, if you'd let me go with my first one, it might have been all right.
Yeah, but then you
Need to lay off the weed.
jumped right into the middle of the battle.
Well, that's it. Bring it on. I'm a monk.
I got
7.
14.
9.
7.
19.
Right, one at a time. So Stigveld was 19.
14 for me. I'm furious. I'm fucking furious.
Treble was 14, yeah?
Yeah.
Ari got 14 as well. Candy?
7.
Me or you are done professionally, mate.
Calvo?
10.
10.
La-di-da-di-da.
Right, okay, now I have to... fuck's sake. I have to roll for... shit. Okay, so how many kobolds have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4...
I can't believe
5,
this.
6. I've got... Okay, so I'm going to roll all of the kobolds together. Because I'm not rolling initiative for 6 different things. Oh, they got a 20.
Oh, no.
So kobolds... So they're probably going to go at the top. And the Dragonborn... he got a 16. So the order is the kobolds all move first, then Stigveld, then the Dragonborn, Treble, Fari, Calbo, and Capri. Okay, it's fight night.
I'd like to kick Calbo into the water.
Okay.
Always you, man.
So
He's just there shrugging his shoulders.
Wah, wah, wah.
For the benefit of kindness, just so that we can get in the action, we're going to just move Candy and Fari up to the steps.
And it turns out I was safe.
Into the mat.
Chuck the barrel.
Can we chop
Right,
Calbo's
okay.
tail off?
Yeah.
I don't have a tail. It doesn't have one.
Well, in
I have
Aaron,
one.
you do.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Kobold Archer, who is going to take a shot at Calbo.
Good.
Um,
Straight between the eyes.
and
Oh, poor Calbo.
Wow. It's not my fault with the die,
so
is it?
he rolls an 18. Does that hit?
Armor class is 18, which is 18 is 11.
Took my armor off for this, left it behind.
I know.
So so he hits you for 1 + 2. He hits you for 3 damage.
But I could use a key point to catch the.
Oh, stop using those key points, you
Yep.
boy.
Yep. Well, by all means, if you want to mitigate that damage.
It's not a lot of damage, mate.
He's got a lot of health left, though.
Yeah, he hasn't got a lot of health.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we
Yeah,
can't have a death
remember
tonight.
I've been pointing this out. Can I take a rest? No, you carry on.
Yes,
Don't
you
worry
know.
about it. No, I'll take the damage.
Okay, so that's 3 damage to you.
You've got a.
You on now?
You've got a healing potion, though, Doodles, if it gets.
Yeah,
sick.
I know.
Okay, so the kobold to the south is going to move up to here. He isn't going to attack. He's just going to kind of intimidate.
Is it the
so he's
squid?
just yeah. He's just it's more just to kind of block the movement. The one to the south is now alert, and he is going to move here, which is the extent of his movement, and there is nothing much else he can do there. The other kobold here is on the boat, and he is going to use his sling attack against Stigveld. So as
Don't like giants. Don't like slings.
No, they don't.
That was a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so he puts a rock in the sling, swings it around, and then hurls it off, and it just kind of pings off the cavern wall behind you. He kind of like you. And the other one on the boat, there's not really much he can do because he's kind of trapped here. So he's just going to move up a little bit and just kind of peer over the edge. And say, what the fuck's going on? And this
they can talk.
They can talk, yeah. They talk in Draconic, so it would only be
Calbo that can understand.
Calbo that could understand.
I can understand Draconic.
Yeah. I mean, they do speak in common as well, but bear in mind their boss here is a Dragonborn. They're speaking in Draconic.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is their turn done. Stigveld, you're up.
Do you know what? I should have been first because I have initiative +2, but never mind.
Okay, well, we'll bear.
That's my fault.
We'll bear that in mind for the next go around. So
No, sorry.
you're
Just keep
21.
Right. My move that I was going to do has been blocked off now. I was going to jump on the boat and knock the guy that was on the edge over the side.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, but now I've got two guys in front of me here.
I mean, you could jump to here. You could jump to the other side of him. You have the movement speed.
Can I attack two people at once?
That was my plan.
If I jump to there, where you just said, can I swing my axe literally round in a circle and hit both these two guys? These two
kobolds.
Yeah.
I will let you try. You'll have to roll pretty high.
Oh.
If you don't roll high enough, but you roll above their armor class, I'll let you pick which one you hit.
Right. Okay. Then let's jump on. So Stigveld's jump onto the boat.
Want me to roll on your behalf?
No. Before that's done, Stigveld, what noise would you be making as you're jumping, please? That's what I needed.
It sounded like you threw up.
You did.
I'm just reading something here quickly. Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. Right, so I'm going to roll. God. So just what was it? 6.
6. Oh, you miss wildly. So you leap onto the boat and you take your axe out and you just like do a massive spin over the.
Sorry, I'm fucking useless. 6 + 5,
which is still 11, which is under their armor class.
Okay.
So you jump onto the boat and you swing your axe in a massive circle over the top of their heads.
Fuck.
They're only little.
I've done a calbo.
That's what's known in the trade as a calbo.
Okay, so
I need to change that.
That will be the end of your turn, I think. You only have one action, so it now goes on to the Dragonborn.
Oh no! I saw you rubbing your hands together. Then you're enjoying this.
A little bit.
And he turns around to see this Goliath jump onto his boat.
Who are you?
Oh.
I am Stigveld. Fear and quake in my wake.
It's also a poet.
After you missed me.
It's hard to...
Lovely poetry there, Robin.
Are you the dance act?
Well, Stigveld, I'm Nesonth, and you shall quake to me because I've just seen how you attack. It wasn't very impressive.
What's his name again? Do it out of character.
Nesonth.
Nesonth?
Yeah.
I love it.
The boat rocked as I jumped on it.
So he draws a short bow and notches an arrow.
Short bows are for small distances.
Yeah. And
Hence the name.
Your lucky day. He only rolls an 8, which I believe is below your armor.
Please let him catch it in his hand.
And eats it.
No, just in this situation. It's not a bad enough thing for Stigveld to automatically catch it. He just fires off an arrow and kind of Stigveld's head moves out of the way and it fires past him.
Arrows for breakfast.
What was that?
And then he's going to use his second action to do an unarmed strike on you, basically whacking you with the kind of hilt of the bow. Is it hilt of the bow? The bow itself. And for that one, he rolls a 17.
Oh shit!
And that will do 3 bludgeoning damage to you. So he kind of leaps forward and just kind of cracks you over the side of the head with the bow itself, which does cause the bow to snap. So,
nice.
in the interim, he will be changing his weapon in his next go. And he kind of like, you see his teeth kind of snarl and his eyes kind of glow a little bit. He goes, "Ha ha ha ha! You idiot!" As he whacks you over the head with it. Treble, you are up.
Oh, hello there. Right. See the kobold to the south of that guy.
The one at the south of Calbo. Yeah.
I want to stand behind Calbo, behind his legs.
So that's 5 feet of movement. Yeah.
Yeah, and throw that dagger that I picked up earlier that Stigveld gave me.
Oh right. Okay. So
because that would kill him. Because the dagger, I've just checked. I think it's 5 attack.
Yeah. Okay. So we will. Yeah. It does 5 damage. We will treat this technically as an unarmed strike for your hit DC.
Yeah.
So
that's fine.
So roll your d20.
Okay. 17.
17. Yeah, that hits. So you throw this kind of dull, blunt dagger that you found.
Yeah.
And it just catches him straight between the eyes.
Yes.
And he just with a bit of, and he kind of like slumps off to the side and splashes off into the water.
And Treble says, "Stick around."
Great throw, little one.
Well, thank you.
Next up is Fari, who bounds up the stairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he bounds up there using his entire movement. And he looks at Nesonth and goes, "What are you doing here? Who are you?" And Nesonth kind of looks back at him and goes, "Hi, Fari." And kind of growls at him. And it's clear that the two of them are aware of each other. And there isn't actually anything he can do here. I don't believe he doesn't have any spells or anything. No, so
cry.
All he can do is just kind of look from the side of the dock of the boat and just like just growl at him. So that would be Calbo up next.
I'd like to make myself onto the boat.
Sit this one out.
Because Stiggy's on his own, I feel bad, so I want to get on there and help him out.
Right. Okay. So do you want to come to the to Nesonth behind Nesonth?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Perfect.
Right. Okay. And what would you like to do now that you're up here?
Well, I want to take out the guy that's got the bow below me first.
Right. Okay. So roll for your. Tell me which attack you're going to do and roll for it.
Ooh, a 20.
Nice.
20. Nice. So what are you attacking with?
Quarterstaff.
This is the change. This is it now.
Roll your damage.
3.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, no. So he's 1d6 plus 3 on his quarterstaff. So that does kill it. So
thank God.
Swings the quarterstaff around and basically just hits him hard enough that it knocks the kobold off into the water.
Nice.
You're pretty sure you heard its neck snap in the process. And Nesonth is actually starting to look a bit worried now that you're picking off his little cohort of kobolds very quickly.
Have that kobold.
Capri, you are up.
Oh, because I have attacked, I can also.
Oh, you can use a key point, can't you? You can use your last key point.
No, I get a bonus action anyway, don't I? Or does it always have to be a key point? I'm just checking. It's always key points.
Yeah, so you'd have to spend a key point to get a bonus action.
No worries. I just want to say something to. Is it Nesonth?
Nesonth.
You have chosen the wrong path, my friend.
He looks you up and down.
A grey merkin? Here.
He knows of you.
Well, you can assume most of the Dragonborn families would be aware of them from their scales and their patterning and stuff.
Oh, this has got interesting.
Right, Capri, you're up.
How far away am I from the Dragonborn in feet?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away.
Perfect. In that case, I would like to use True Strike on him to find out what weaknesses he has.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Nice change of voice there as well. That was a great catch.
If it's anything like Calbo, his weakness is dice rolls.
Well, he did miss that first one. He did miss against me.
Okay, so he is a level 5 Dragonborn. He has HP of 23, armor class of 14, and initiative of +3.
Cool. Right, so.
In terms of weaknesses, he doesn't have any particular weaknesses. He has defense against cold damage.
I don't think any of us do that, so.
And he is a rogue, if you're interested.
Dead man. That's what he is.
Okay. Do you want to use any of your movement? Or any of your abilities? Because that's a cantrip, so you can... You believe you can use
still
others,
move. Yeah.
No, I don't think I will.
Who are you talking to there?
Falcon, I think, isn't it? Right, okay, so next up is the kobolds. Okay, so they're
Not many left.
Yeah, they're not happy either.
No.
All surrounding me.
Okay, so this one will come up towards Treble, but that's about as far as he can get.
Oh, thank God.
And he is going to use his sling attack.
Uh-oh.
Where's my D20? Where's my D20 gone? There it is. Okay, that was a 12.
Okay, my armor is 13.
Okay, so he swings up the sling again, lets it go, and ping, off the wall beside you. Again, he looks really frustrated with himself.
Shite at these sling attacks out there.
The one next to Stigveld is going to move over to Calbo and try and take a swipe at him with his dagger.
They'll probably kill him.
That is a 5, so that misses. So he kind of swipes just mid-air. The one next to Stigveld is going to take a hit at him. That is a 14.
Ooh, bastard. Should have left my armor on.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
And that is 1d4 plus 2. So that is 4 piercing damage that you take as he just kind of swipes at you and leaves a cut across your chest.
He's got no armor on.
I know.
And the last remaining kobold will move next to Stigveld again, and he will take an attack with his dagger, which is a 15. So that's another 1d4 plus 2, which is a 5. So that's another 5 slashing damage to you. As he kind of comes to you, as you're reeling from the attack from the first one, he kind of comes and he slashes at your upper bicep.
Could do some healing here, Noodles.
But it is now Stigveld's turn.
Right, I'm going for the main guy. Fuck it, let's get him out of the way.
Okay.
Wait, he's got a lot of health, though.
Yeah, but...
So the choices that you've got, you know what the health of everything is around.
Yeah, they're doing 5 damage every attack, mate. Get rid of
the kobolds have 5 hit points and a low armor class. Nesonth has a slightly higher armor class and obviously a higher HP. He doesn't have very high HP, but it's not obscene. Like it's
okay. What do I have to get to do another swing around with my axe to get these two?
Okay, so you would have to roll 18 to get both of them. 18 or above to get both of them, or 12 or above to get one of them.
Come on, Stiggy.
What should I do? Try and take it out at once.
Go for it.
Well, if
you're a barbarian,
roll an attack anyway. If you get over 18, I'll let you hit both at once.
What would a barbarian do?
15 plus 5.
Ooh.
15 plus 5, so that's 20. Okay,
yes.
So roll your damage.
Nice.
Big hits, mate. Big hits. Anything over 5.
Come on, baby. Let's have me a big 12.
Yeah, boy.
10
10
plus
okay.
3,
Perfect.
13.
Perfect.
Okay, so with one very surprisingly graceful move with your axe in your right hand, because your left arm's a bit bloody now that you've been caught by the dagger, you just swing and in a perfect pirouette,
like a 7-foot ballerina.
By the power of Hydon!
Despite the screaming, it's the silent, graceful move as the axe just kind of cleaves both of these kobolds in twain, and the bloody viscera just lands on the floor, and Stigveld just stands there looking very happy with himself.
Very good.
And Nesonth, and it's now his turn, he kind of retreats back and says, no, don't you do this. And because he's now only has one kobold left, you guys have teamed through this.
Wow.
And Nesonth is going to, so he is now next to Calbo, and he is going to attack him.
Is there a option at any point within a fight to clearly say to the person, "You're losing this. Give us the beer"?
Yeah, I'll talk to them.
You can, you can try and roll persuasion.
Well, let's get rid of the goblins first.
I'm only saying that just because I could die in like 3 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nesont is going to change to his daggers because his short bow broke when he when he attacked Stigveld.
And rangers are gonna ranger.
Yep. Rogue, you mean?
Rogue.
Rogues are gonna rogue.
Rogues are gonna rogue. They're all the same.
A ranger probably would have been able to hit me with an arrow from point blank.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. So he is going to use his daggers on Calbo. And he gets a 15.
That hits.
That hits, and that does 6 piercing damage to you.
Jesus.
Oh, what you want now, Biggie?
So he drops the kind of the crack bow and just pulls two daggers out from the holsters on his side. And just makes a kind of very quick 2 hits and catches Calbo across his chest. And he kind of sneers down at you and says,
Oh, it's like everybody says. Just not strong enough, because you're a grey merc.
And he seems very, very not happy with the fact that that a grey merkin has wandered in on him. It is
down
now
to 7 out of 21.
It's now Treble's turn. So you have Nesonth left and 1 kobold.
Which is the kobold? The one that's on the boat? Or
So the kobold and Nesonth are stood next to each other in front of Calbo.
Can I get a health check from everyone, please?
I am on 15 out of 32.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on 24 out of 24 still.
Good.
I forgot there is a second kobold as well in front of Treble.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I've
And
already told you, 7.
7. Demon girl,
Yes.
this kobold in front of me. If I ignore it, will you attack it for me afterwards?
I can take care of him, yes.
Excellent. Right, I need to go help that dragon. Right.
Which one?
You. I've got some potion. I think I've got a potion.
You've not got a healing spell? I thought you had a healing spell.
I've got a healing spell as well, yes. Let me have a look. Yeah, I might save my potion. Oh, I did have a healing spell, but it's disappeared.
Yeah, all your spells are unattuned, but I think you had Cure Wounds last time?
Cure Wounds, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna do that on Dragon Breath.
Okay, so roll the dice to cure his wounds and tell him how much HP he gets.
I need help over here.
10.
10. Okay, so Biggie, you get 10 HP back.
And I'm gonna move slightly to. I can move after this, can't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the left.
To there?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Kill that thingy.
Thank you,
I
Half-Pint.
can't attack it.
You got
Yeah,
raised here.
I've just done a spell.
He's used his
All right.
action. Okay, so it's now Capri's turn. Sorry, no, it's not. It's Fari's turn.
Yeah, it's Fary's turn.
Okay, so Fari is going to leap onto the boat. Yeah, right next to Calbo, and he's going to stare down Nesonth and going,
How dare you come back here?
Nesonth's like,
Oh, the guild takes what they want.
and Fari.
You know this man.
I know him. He's part of the Thieves Guild in Fixer.
We've heard of these.
So Fari is going to attack with his battle axe. And yep, he hits for 5 damage.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do. So so he kind of raises the axe up and just kind of swipes down the chest of Nesonth. And Fari's like, "You'll never take my beer." I'm very aware that Fari's voice keeps changing. I can't remember from sentence to sentence what voice I've given him.
We'll pretend
sounds like me.
We'll pretend he's drunk.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. Of course, he's drunk.
Yeah.
Nesonth kind of comes back and says,
You might be able to kill me, but the boss will always take what he wants.
and it is now Calbo's turn.
Just out of curiosity, can I hit 2 at once or not?
Oh, you can't hit one,
With my
mate.
quarterstaff.
You're gonna have
taking one out
to. You're
already.
gonna have to roll a 20, but yeah, if you want to try and hit 2 at once, you're gonna have to roll a 20 with your quarterstaff.
Is that a
That
gamble
look on
you're
his
willing
face,
to
and it's
take?
like,
No, I should leave that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there is an attack you can do that attacks in a cone.
Yes, there is.
Just to remind you of that.
I'm aware of that. It was just. I take it doesn't affect the dwarf next to me if I use it.
Well, no, because it attacks in a cone, so it would get.
That's cool.
you do your flailing fury
Oh,
fists
here we
of fire,
go.
and it's like Bart Simpson, when he's like swinging his arms in the air. if anything just gets in the way, they just get hit.
So no, I'm quite happy to carry on attacking with my quarterstaff, please.
Okay, well, roll your d20.
18.
18, that hits. But you didn't get a natural 20, so you need to pick one of them.
Get rid of that goblin thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we'll take
Go for the cobalt.
Okay, so
And we'll talk to this guy.
Okay, so you flail your staff above your head and you bring it down on the head of the kobold. And how much damage do you do?
2.
1d6 plus 3.
Oh, sorry. Yes, 5. Sorry.
Oh,
Exactly.
thank God.
So you bring it down, cracking his neck, and he just the body just kind of slumps to the ground. And Nesonth now looks really panicked because he is alone with 3 people who want him dead, or 3 people he's tried to kill rather.
He's not alone yet.
And that
There's a kobold left.
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to use any movement, Calbo, or are you good where you are?
I'd like to step closer to Nesonce.
Yeah, go to his side. We'll surround him.
Yep. Okay. Capri, you're up.
I'd like to use Eldritch Blast to get rid of this final kobold, please.
Oh, good old Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that like tentacles coming out of her hand?
It's dark energy.
Ooh.
It's almost like she's casting Vanta Black out of her hands. There's just
Nice.
absence of reality.
I noticed how she hasn't gone for crossbow once.
Not again. I've probably got no arrows left.
Okay, so cast your Eldritch Blast then.
Make the noise.
12.
Is that the noise?
Crackling energy. That was me crackling.
Yeah. So 12 hits. So roll your damage. That's a D10.
8.
8. So the
Yeah.
So you reach your hand out and this kind of this blackness crackles out of your hands.
It goes.
It's- No. It's like it's called a blast for a reason. There's just instant black energy hits this kobold, and as soon as you see the energy and it's gone, the kobold is just a pile of ash on the floor.
Nice.
Did you see that, guys? I got one.
Holy shit!
And Proserpine's on your shoulder, going, "Very good."
Thank you.
Excellent.
So the kobolds are all gone. So Stigveld, it's your turn now.
Talk to him.
Dragon Man,
What?
Yes.
you are on your... Not you, Calbo. You are on your own.
Yes, I'm very aware of that.
There are 5 of us. You could survive this. Go back. Tell your bosses not to mess with our friend here. Don't come back and steal his things. We will be waiting if you try.
Okay, you'll have to roll a persuasion check. Persuasion or intimidation? I'll let you make the choice on that one.
Intimidation, because I get +3 on that.
I'd like to have a
I get
conversation with him
-1
as well.
on persuasion. So that's 13 altogether.
13. He's unconvinced. He remains quite determined not to listen to you.
Doesn't matter if you kill me. Fort Carver will come. He will find you.
And
who's
Fari
that?
looks around and says,
I'm not afraid of Fort Carver. You are afraid of Fort Carver.
Never even heard of him. He does not know Stigveld.
Can I
He's
He
very
should
have
be
a
lucky.
conversation with him as well?
sorry, what was that, Biggie?
Can I have a conversation with him?
You can have a conversation with him, but if you want to roll intimidation or, anything, or persuasion or anything like that, that has to wait till your turn.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Is that my turn over then, trying to do that?
No, you can attack him if you want.
No.
You should square up to him.
If none of us properly convince him, I might as well take some energy, some fucking.
Why don't you just give him an unarmed slap to the chops? You won't kill him. You'll scare him a little bit.
No, I'm just trying to
Or a
think.
dead arm.
If he's determined to not go back,
I'd still like to get to the bottom of the mystery, though.
Because he knows me, and I don't
Yeah.
recognise him, obviously.
I'm
you.
just
Your
gonna
turn.
stand by and wait.
Okay. So if you're holding your turn effectively, then yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm gonna put my armor on. Might as well do something.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, something, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Nesonth watches and Farry turns and looks. As after this little random conversation, you just stop peeling bits of armor onto yourself. Farry's like, "Is that really important right now?"
I feel naked without it.
But it's now Nesonth's turn, who's going to take a step back, and he is going to use his breath weapon because he's backed into a corner, and he is determined to make it out of here. So his breath weapon is because he's a white dragon. It's an ice attack.
Oh, I'm fine then.
So that is basically the same function as Calbo's one, but it's ice rather than fire. You know, in a song format. We'll let that joke hang in the air there. So it does it in 15 feet, so 5, 10, 15. So it will hit. If it hits, it will hit Farry, Calbo, and Stigveld. And so he's going to roll that. So you need to roll a Constitution saving throw. So if both of you roll that, and Farry will roll a con save.
Is it off the 20, is it?
Yeah, on the D20.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What did you get?
Have a guess.
Did you get natural 1?
Yeah.
You're getting burnt, baby. It's a good job I give you that health, isn't it?
Okay, so Stigveld, what did you roll?
I rolled a 16, but I do have I don't suffer penalties and have resistance to cold damage. So
Okay, so Farry and Stigveld take half damage, so they will take 4 damage. They will take 4 damage each. Calbo, you will take 8 damage.
8.
Yeah. And he kind of steps towards the back and he's kind of against the edge of the boat. He kind of rears up and he just bellows out, and it's this kind of white frost that covers the deck of the boat.
no, I should just hit him.
Freezing up your legs. Stigveld and Farry kind of both put their hands up and kind of protect their faces, because they kind of take a little bit less of the hit to them. But Calbo, for a very hot-headed dragon, you're feeling very cold right now. It is now Treble's turn.
Hello there.
Hello.
Right. Okay. How far can I travel?
You can travel 25 feet.
Could I get to...
So you can get in front of him or to his left.
Obviously, we know his health. What's his HP currently?
I'm not telling you his HP currently. You only asked what his total HP was.
Oh,
He's not. Has anyone attacked him yet? He's on.
Yeah, he has been hit.
He was 24, so he's around 2019, something like that.
I can't kill him in 1 hit then. So I'm going to step on the boat next to the dwarf, please.
Try to speak to him first.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
going to what type of investigation?
What are you trying to investigate?
I'm trying to investigate why he's here. Not why he's here. We know why he's here. He works for someone else. I want to investigate why. No, I don't know. I want to kind of.
What do you want to do?
It's not a persuasion. I want to
Interrogate?
interrogate. That's it.
Right. Okay. So for that, you would need to do an intimidation.
Yes.
Because what you need to do is you need to ask him a question that he has no choice but to answer.
Yes.
Because he won't willingly give this up, and you don't have any kind of mind control.
Yes. Intimidation. So I've got a +4 on intimidation, which is nice.
Okay. So say what you're going to say, and then roll your intimidation.
I'm going to say to him, if you don't leave now, I want to it's kind of interrogation, but I want to question him what his intentions are, but also if how do I explain it? If he does,
just ask him in character.
yeah. If he, I'm gonna do. Hello there, dragon person.
He kind of growls at you.
We want you to leave, but we also want to know why you're here.
So do you want me to be here or not be here?
Well, particularly not here, but
Okay,
if possible, not here. But I don't want him to leave with anything. I want him to leave with his tail between his legs and piss off.
Okay, so roll intimidation.
I'm gonna do it. Don't be laughing. I'm pointing my rapier at him. Venom. 18. Plus 4.
Fucking hell.
Okay, so
You got
so-
intimidation of +4.
I always
Yeah,
have that.
it's a charisma stat.
You know.
Okay, so remind me. So precisely, what are you asking of him? Do you want to? What do you want to know?
Either he tells us everything that we need to know, as in why he's here, who he works for, or he has to piss off before we slit his throat.
I want to know how he knows who I am.
I don't care about that.
I do.
Okay, so when you kind of point the rapier at him and you ask these questions, he cowers a little bit.
Oh, all right, okay. Calm down, I'll tell you.
There you go.
I work for Fort Carver. She's the head of... she's the head of the Thieves Guild in Fixer.
I then look at Stigveld and give him a wink, because we know who they are.
I was sent here to take that dwarf's beer. Because Fort Carver has a score to settle with him.
Okay, dwarf, do you know anything about this?
The score that needs settling is the score I have with her. She's already taken from me. I used to work for her.
Oh,
You.
He looks really accusing, and you can see the ice breath kind of starting to build up in his mouth again.
You took too much.
So this is a shakedown then.
It's not a shakedown. It's a debt paid.
Go away, dragon.
He kind of looks at his options, and he kind of even sees Capri and Proserpine in the corner.
Yeah,
he's
smiling.
He sees Capri, and he's clearly not a fan of tieflings. But then he sees Proserpine, and even though he's already kind of a white color, he gets a bit whiter, and he jumps off the boat.
Never to be seen again.
So yes, well done.
Yes!
That was easier than I thought. Thank you, Proserpine.
I believe it was all me.
I didn't think so.
And Farry kind of runs towards the side of the boat and looks down and says, "Fuck's sake, he's got away again."
I wanted to talk to him.
I do apologise.
He turns to you, traveling, and he just says, "Thank you."
You're more than welcome, sir.
And he looks around. He looks over the kind of the amount the barrels that are strewn around the dockside. And the
We haven't ruined any of them either.
No, not a single one broken. He's just like,
Yes.
this.
Can I ask him a question before he does his speech?
Yeah.
Do we all get free drinks now?
That's what I was going to ask.
I was going to ask that. Free drinks for life, I think.
And he kind of he mulls it over in his head.
Do you do reward cards?
He mulls it over in his head with it. You've saved my business. You've done me a massive favour. I would have gone out of business if all of this had been taken.
You're welcome.
I will send a note to the taverns over the west coast, and you'll drink for free in all of them.
Yes!
Result.
Excellent.
And he kind of he shakes your hands, and he shakes and he kind of you all climb off the boat and kind of head back up to the brewery.
What a good day.
I think that was a success.
As you walk into the cellar, he says, it'll be a bit later by the time I get the
It's a
the
long
beer
time.
to the pub. But thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome, sir.
You're welcome.
And then he looks at you kind of a little bit conspiratorially, and he kind of pulls Treble close. He says, and whispers in Treble's ear. So can everybody else take your headphones off so you can talk to Treble specifically?
Yes. We can't. Have they gone?
If you bring me the head of Fort Carver, I will make you a wealthy, wealthy man.
Okay. I'll consider it.
The big people don't need to know.
Okay.
We little folk, we should stick together.
I've always said the same. Thank you, brother.
I'll see you at the pub later.
Absolutely.
And he...
You know we're going to hear it in the recording, right?
No.
I'm sure. But as he kind of like moves away from Treble's ear and he kind of starts shaking all your hands, he even gives Proserpine a little sort of scritch on the head, and Proserpine starts purring and quite happy. The most cat-like Proserpine's ever been in this entire venture, and then giggles again when Treble sneezes.
Every time.
He kind of starts ushering you out of the brewery, and as he does that, we end episode 3 of Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep.
Hey!
Well done, guys.
We did it.
I like that a lot.
I cannot wait to draw that.
I killed multiple things.
You did.
I killed a thing.
Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep is Stig as Stigveld, Biggie as Calbo Greymerkin, Candy as Capri Smitty, Oodles as Treble O'Clef, and me, Gadget, as your DM. You can support us over on Patreon. £5 a month gets you the Scorched Sheep tier, which grants you an ad-free version of the podcast, as well as early access to episodes, artwork created by Candy, and the ability to suggest NPC names or items for inclusion in the campaign. If you want to support our other podcast, Modern Escapism, at the same time, you can subscribe to the Biggie Bundle for £7.50, which gets you everything from the Scorched Sheep tier, plus extended episodes of Modern Escapism and monthly bonus shows. My God. You can follow us on Twitter at Scorched Sheep. If you want to interact with us in greater detail, why don't you join the Modern Escapism Discord? The invite link is in the show notes below. It's a fun place. I think you'll like it. Last of all, please do leave us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. It really does help us grow, and it's massively appreciated if you do. Episode 4 of Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep drops on Wednesday the 14th of July for patrons, and Friday the 16th of July for everyone else. Can't wait for you to hear the next episode. It's an absolute banger, and we really hope that you've enjoyed this week's episode. Thanks for listening. Good night.